Okay, I want you to think about something for a second. Imagine we could see a natural disaster coming, but not just see it. Imagine we could actually stop it, cold, before it even starts. Now, that might sound like it's straight out of a movie, but it's actually the promise behind one of the most incredible technologies being developed today. This question, it isn't just science fiction anymore. Today, we're going to dive into what's called a digital twin of the Earth, a technology that's being built as we speak, with the very real potential to make this happen. All right, so what in the world is this living copy of our planet? Let's break down what a digital twin really means because it's totally different from anything we've had before. At its core, a digital twin of the Earth is a super realistic, constantly changing simulation of our world. We're not talking about a static map here. This is a living, breathing digital copy that mirrors pretty much everything, from the way our oceans churn to the weather patterns shifting overhead, all of it getting updated live in real time. This is a great way to get your head around it. Picture the amazing detail of Google Earth, right? Now imagine it's alive. Then bolt on the predictive power of a weather lab running on a supercomputer and add a physics engine that actually understands how all our planet's systems work together. That's the kind of living simulation we're talking about. So, okay, we've got this unbelievably powerful tool. But so what? Why would we build something so huge and complex? Well, the answer is all about making a massive shift in how we deal with our planet, a shift from just predicting disasters to actually preventing them. And that's a totally fair question. I mean, we all have forecasts right in our pockets. But the difference here is, honestly, it's like comparing a photograph to a live interactive video feed that has a predictive AI brain. One is just a snapshot. The other is a window into what's about to happen. This table really nails the difference. Your phone gives you a forecast for your whole city, maybe hours in advance. It's just passive info, right? You see it, you react. A digital twin? It works down to the street level, predicts things minutes ahead. And get this, because this is the key, it can trigger active automated responses. And that right there, that's the whole ballgame. This is the big shift. We're moving away from a world where we just tell people, hey, brace for flood, to a world where the system itself takes action to stop that flood from ever doing any real damage. So how on earth does something this incredible actually work? Probably the best way to think about it is like a nervous system for the entire planet. It has a huge network of sensors acting as its eyes and ears, and a seriously powerful AI as its brain. It all starts with our eyes in the sky. We've got amazing observatories like the Venus C. Rubin constantly scanning the atmosphere. And we have thousands of new satellites zipping around in low Earth orbit, monitoring everything you can imagine. Ocean currents, air pollution, you name it. All of this creates this nonstop fire hose of data. And that fire hose of data gets fed to the brain down here on the ground. This brain has two main parts. First, there's collaborative sensing. This is where millions of sensors, everything from buoys in the ocean to your own smartphone, all work together like one giant network. And then artificial intelligence takes that flood of information, puts it all together, and starts finding the patterns hidden inside. And this is where it gets really cool. The AI isn't just some giant filing cabinet for data. It's a learning system. It's constantly training itself to understand the incredibly complex dance of our planet's systems. It's learning how a tiny change in the Pacific Ocean might affect the weather over the Rocky Mountains, and it's getting smarter every single second. All right, so that's the theory, but what does this actually look like when the rubber meets the road? Let's just walk through a scenario to see how powerful this system could be in a real-life situation. Okay, picture a big city, millions of people. A very small, very intense storm, a microstorm, is forming super fast right over the city. It's about to dump a ton of rain and cause a flash flood, but only on one specific street. Your typical weather forecast would completely miss this. The people on that street would have no idea what's coming. But the digital twin sees it. With 15 minutes to spare, it pinpoints the exact street that's going to get hit. And instantly, it kicks off a chain of automated actions. Smart drains on that street pop open to handle the water, traffic lights automatically reroute cars away from the area, and emergency alerts go out, but only to the phones of people right there in the danger zone. There's no human delay, no guesswork. The planet's own smart network literally reacts to protect a part of itself. I mean, that is a completely different way of thinking about a relationship with the environment, moving from just watching to actively protecting. And this isn't just about floods, not by a long shot.
Imagine predicting the path of a wildfire so accurately you get firefighters there before the fire. Or cutting down on hurricane damage by automatically securing weak spots in the infrastructure. We could even test out big environmental policies in the simulation first to see what would actually happen. The possibilities are just massive.
So, as we start to wrap this up, what's the big picture here? What does a digital twin of the Earth really mean for all of us down the road? The first thing to really get is that while this all sounds incredibly futuristic, it's not. The tech that makes it possible, the advanced AI, the new satellites, the sensor networks, it's either already here or it's coming online very, very soon. This isn't some far-off dream, it's a reality that's taking shape right now. You know, maybe the absolute best way to think about the digital twin is as a new operating system for the entire planet. It's a platform that lets us not only read the Earth's status in real time, but for the first time ever, to write commands to protect it, to maybe even heal it. And that really leaves us with this final, powerful idea. For basically all of human history, we've been at the mercy of the planet's power, always reacting after the fact. The incredible promise of the digital twin is that we can finally get ahead of the curve, to understand, to predict, and ultimately to protect our own home.